folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They start the drive with Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Wide. Move.
They pitch it out to Cook, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Cousins now on second down. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lucky 50. Rhino. Throw. Black. Where's the hard?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Delta. Get wide now. Delta.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Second down, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Through. We're going. Let's go. Where's your heart?
Cousins on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steamer. Bingo.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check. Quaker Omaha. Go ahead.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
We're going. Let's go.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. Escaping, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Bullet good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Rhino! Hey, Oscar! Zebra! Move! Hey, Steamer!
To throw is Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun! Move!
Again, it's Cousins. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Go ahead.
A toss to Cook. The 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Get wide now.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Fire down, fire down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Leave it, Ringo, 48. Black, black.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. That's caught by Meredith right side. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped, 10 yards, first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, 382, list 50. Through. Yellow. Hey, flipper.
To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Delta.
Bridgewater on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Linval Joseph coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down. Here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Cook following the penalty, and he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
one. Bingo.
On second down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Far down.
Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Bridgewater to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. a diving catch. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They run it again with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Go ahead, go ahead. Move, move. Black, black.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins.